Aloha. This is Trinidad, the Islandman, your Islandman, coming to you live once again from beautiful Hawaii here at the island of Oahu, bringing you, yes you, the best movie reviews on the entire island of Oahu. And yes, this is Trinidad, the Islandman, your Islandman. And today, opening weekend, actually the end of the weekend, Monday, I went ahead and saw the new Donnie Yen movie, straight from China. It finally made it over here, called The Prosecutor. And well, without further ado, remember our rating scale: Shaka Thumbs Up, it's good to see, I recommend it. Shaka Thumbs Down, it's junk, I don't recommend it. And for The Prosecutor, starring Donnie Yen, directed by Donnie Yen, his directorial debut, and also produced by Donnie Yen, it is overall a Shaka Thumbs Up. Now, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this movie until it's streaming. Like I said, it has taken China by storm, being like the #1 movie in China for the past month or so since it came out. And it finally made it over here to Hawaii. It is subtitled, it is in Cantonese, and basically Donnie Yen plays an ex-police officer who has decided to join, I guess in America that would be the district attorney's office, the Department of Justice over in China. Working as a prosecutor for the state. So basically, again, essentially the DA's office over in the Hong Kong area, where he stumbles upon and uncovers a drug trafficking gang network, whereas although he is the prosecutor, he really seems to go out of his way to play more of the defendant or the defense attorney, actually, which some of the judges do make a reference to. It's like, what are you doing? You're the prosecutor. You should be putting these people away. People who have been misled into taking plea deals to allow the greater criminal masterminds to go unpunished, unfortunately. And so Donnie Yen sees that and begins his own investigation with his friends with his former friends from the police department to investigate these criminal drug gangs in China, how they're, unscrupulously getting innocent victims to take plea deals on their crimes. Well, the major actual drug people who are arrested get off scot-free. Donnie Yen uncovers a lot of judicial legal discrepancies and blatant abuse of the law, which he brings forth and is able to uncover in the end, getting those who deserve justice truly sentenced away for life, and those who are innocent, he's able to bring them back out of prison um, and give them a new lease on life. Unfortunately, or fortunately, well, I'd say unfortunately, this is based on a true story. Now, of course, this has all the flourishes of Donnie Yen, yes, straight from, Yip Man, all the other great movies, John Wick. He does some incredible martial arts, which it's like, okay, his character in this says that he stopped being a police officer to pursue the other side of justice because he was getting too old. Yet he goes toe to toe with many of these gang members as if he were Yip Man still himself, which is maybe the most unrealistic part of this movie. But it is certainly the most entertaining part of the movies as well. So, if you love Donnie Yen, you love martial arts, the kind that you had seen in the most recent John Wick, or his Yip Man, gosh, I guess they're more than trilogies now. You'll be very happy with The Prosecutor. Again, it is a Shaka Thumbs Up. I did enjoy this movie. It does go surprisingly in depth into the legal system overall. So if you like lawyer shows, along with along with maybe your cop shows, maybe like a Law and Order kind of scenario or TV show, you'll really feel at home with this movie. Because they both do the police detective work, the action of the police with all this martial arts and shooting. I mean, it opens up. You've seen the trailer that I presented here, and it is action-packed. And then there are some long scenes in the courtroom as well. I guess, China, Hong Kong, got its, this is based in Hong Kong, so it is based on the more of the legal system of Britain, kind of a rumple of the bailiff kind of thing, with the powdered wigs, etc. of the former monarchy, such things we don't have here in the United States. But apparently it's still over there, at least in the Hong Kong area. I'm not sure what actually takes place in true mainland China, but I doubt it is that type of legal system. But if you're familiar with that, it's not too uncommon from the American system. So if you do like those legal dramas here in the United States, you'll enjoy The Prosecutor with Donnie Yen as well. And of course, if you like martial arts, he does do an exceptional amount of that in this movie, despite his age, which he does seem to slow a little bit in this movie. So it's nice to see him take on a director's hat, in addition to this action and this dramatic role that he does in this movie. I was brought to tears several times. Innocent people being, abused by, a manipulated legal system is always tragic to see. And so, it brought a tear to my eye. But again, tears of joy in the end as Donnie Yen, undoes some of the corruption that had taken place. Apparently, again, this is based on a true story, so it has, a bit of truth to the story. which makes it that much more interesting and enchanting as well. I know I've given a terrible description, and the trailer really doesn't show any of the legal proceedings in this. But again, just take my word for it. If you want action, this movie's got it. If you want legal drama and proceedings like that, this movie's got it as well. And, honestly, I think, Donnie Yen does a great job directing and acting in this movie. And for his directorial debut, he deserves all the props for this. All right. So again, Shaka Thumbs Up for The Prosecutor. Go and see it whenever, however you can. Unfortunately, it might be streaming. I'm not sure what foreign movies play in your guys' area. And again, it took about a month or two for this movie to reach here in Hawaii from China. All right. Mahalo and aloha.